Hello Libra, and welcome to your weekly reading for the week starting February 7th. This is Moon Magic Tarot, and I am Ambi. I'm using the Tarot of the Trees by Dana Driscoll. I super love it, and I hope you enjoy it too. As always, I am pulling 4 cards this week, and we are asking that we get a message for Libra that will help them reach their highest potential for this week. Come on, Libras, let's get your cards out. Let's see what we got here. Libra. Okay. That one just flung out there all like deliberately like. There we are. So there's an emphasis on the devil, I would say, by the oomph in which it came out. First of all, I just want to say, there's a good chance. No? Yeah. There's a good chance that it's a semi-social week for you, at least. And people are going to have an impact. Maybe for you, that could be just regular life. For me, not so much. But, yeah, you're going to have like a people-y week a little bit. More than usual. Cool, dude. Alright, so the overall energy of this week is the devil. And what the devil card is, as scary as that sounds, and kind of looks, I mean, this one's like the prettiest devil card, because, you know, it's not like a horned scary dude. It's just a chained up tree. It's kind of like the devil is basically drawing attention to and or requesting the removal of self-limiting, oppressive chains of doom that we apply to ourselves, right? Usually it's by our own doing. Or, you know, because we do direct our own lives, it's through our acceptance that they stick around. So, like, yeah, if you're in a relationship where the person is derogatory towards you, belittles you, makes you feel small and insignificant, you choose to stay and listen to that. As much as it doesn't feel like that, and at some points in some relationships it gets past that to where you almost can't see the other, and I understand that, but it's still fundamentally you haven't walked away, and you have the power to shake off those shackles. There are ways around it, and sometimes it's harder to get out of those situations. This doesn't mean externally always. It can be even internally. So, like, it'd be like if I have this fear of talking in public or to groups of people, and because I have a fear, you know, that I'll say something stupid, right? But at the same time, I know that I have this desire to share a message or to teach people about this thing I know a lot about. And it's kind of like my higher calling, right? It's that kind of thing. I've chosen to accept this fear that'll limit me from moving in the direction I know I want to go. And that's not good, okay? So this week is either drawing attention to that in your life or asking you to actually brush off those shackles. You have the challenge. Your challenge card is this Knight of Cups right here. And the Knight of Cups is about love proposals coming in for you, possibly. Happy news, things that feel good, hearing about it. Could be a young, immature male who's very emotional, kind of sensitive, creative, romantic, idealistic in nature. So I really think the challenge is to see this happy news through these chains. So you have like this ingrained, for a lot of you this is what it feels like. You have this natural tendency to be very negative and to like shush away all these things. So like you have, somebody gives you a compliment. They're like, you are beautiful. I think you are so beautiful. And I love, you're, you're charming and I love that about you. And in your head, you're like, they're just saying that because of this. Or like, everybody says that, it's not true, or, how we just like erase those things. I think there's things coming to you that are there to help you feel joy and happy, and a lot of the time I think they're there to help you feel love, like self-love, and that you are loved externally, because that's also important, I think, as a human being, is to know that somebody out there loves us. And you're the devil in you, your inner. With my husband, we talk about the little man in our head that kind of just shits on everything we do. You're being asked to tell that little man to shut the hell up, right? I really feel like there's a lot of you that your self-doubty little back inner voice of doom and despair needs to shut up. Basically, it needs to shut up. Which everybody needs that, but this week there's an emphasis on that for you. So because you're being challenged to accept this happiness, that this something good, something that tastes really good in your life. Your advice is the Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords is messages that are delayed or can be disappointing, and having that in the advice position. I think it's asking you to delay something. So if there's a decision that comes up, and that would make sense with this card here. If there's a decision comes up, or if this is a proposal, like somebody comes to you and is like, marry me, I love you, I think you're charming, put it off if you can. Really think about it. Swords are about thought, so careful deliberation, using your analytical mind to sift through and see, really, does that add to your life? Is this proposal, would that be the acceptance of some more change that limit your reality or not? If you can put it off, put it off. Because it looks like by the end of the week there's going to be drastic change. Rapid change. So things haven't been moving forward to you, probably felt like you were changed in place, and now things change. It's swift moving. It can be somewhat chaotic, but it's for the good. I think it's like if you had a block in a hose, like a rock in a hose, and the water's pushing, and it just stays in there, and then you just get enough pressure finally, and this rock's sitting there going like, what the hell? We're just sitting here forever. I want to go over there. I've said it 100 times. I asked this water to push me, and I'm still sitting here, and then boom, it just shoots out. That's kind of, you're the rock being shot out of the hose. I'm really good at those examples, eh? Lucky you. You get one of those examples. Sorry. It can also have to do with travel. So whatever this is could relate to travel, and you end up making a decision that does get you on the road. Maybe you make a decision in relation to this, and it causes you to be moving or things to change rapidly. Let me make sure. I would say if something gets brought up to you for you to make a decision, absolutely delay it. Put it off if you can. If you can get away with it, do it. Even if it's somewhat uncomfortable to put it off, I suggest you do that. It will benefit you. I really think so. Because this will come, and this will come unexpectedly. Well, maybe not now, because now you got the reading to show you, but in a way that you didn't really see coming, and you're going to be grateful that you didn't make a decision on this thing, because this thing you're being asked of might look really good, but once this swiftness comes in at the end, you're going to go like, I'm really glad this worked out, I'm really glad I kind of held off, because if I was committed to this thing, dude, I would have had to say no to this, okay? I'm really curious to see how this works out for you. Throw off your shackles, babies. liberate yourselves. But don't make any commitments if you can for a minute. Just hold off. By the time you get into the next week, you should be good, okay? You should be definitely good by then to make a decision. If that decision is even on the table. Because you might not make a decision, have this whooshing of energies and change and momentum come whooshing in and go like, oh no, never mind. Like, that's not even a little bit close to anything that I really want to do now. So yeah, I think that's all I got for you. You guys have a beautiful week. I hope this reading here helps you navigate your life a little better. That's always my intention for you. Yeah. If you want to see my videos in the future and you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do that, and you'll get notified when I do post my new videos in the future. If you want to rate it, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, whatever you feel like you want to do, that's cool too. If you want a personal reading with me, go ahead and email me at moonmagicktarot@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible with the details, and we will iron them out and get it all ready for you. Yeah, you have a beautiful week, and I'm sending you so much love. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.